Let's hope it works this time, because, I'm not sure. Let's see. Sure. No, let's try it, I guess. Load faster, please. So I doxed my friend because I just straight up didn't like. Oh, red. Okay. Ew. Alright. It's been a couple months, not gonna lie. I just didn't have any motive. What the What the hell? What the hell are all? Ew. No, take all that off. I apologize. Wait, oh yeah, I apologize for that. I don't know what I was smoking about 2 months ago, but I'm out of school for a little while, so we're fine. Been a couple months. Completely just didn't have any motivation to record. I don't know why. But as far as I'm concerned, now I'm doing better. I won't kill you, chicken. No, I don't want this wood. Damn, I want that cow. Weird how this is the only... Okay then, never mind, let me shut up. Oh right. Just didn't have much of a motivation to record. I don't know why. I mean, school... Everything was getting a little easier, so... And I have all the time. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But I'm glad I finally decided to get back into it, because, well, I gotta provide some amount of content. If people think I'm any amount of funny, that's better than people not thinking I'm funny. Am I right? Still don't know how to edit. I mean, the best edits I can give are the terrible quality thumbnails and the ability to pause and resume a recording. Because, let's see. 1, I'm too broke for Photoshop. 2, I'm not smart enough for any editing software. Oh yeah, 3, I'm too broke for any editing software. And 4, I don't have that. I mean, I do have the time, but I also don't, if you understand what I mean. It's like I do have the time and I don't, you know? Yeah, I just don't know what's been going on. I just finished eating, so I might have to, I don't know. See, the inspiration I use is, well, some of my friends who have more subscribers, better quality than I do, but, you know, I'm pretty funny, I'd say. I mean, sure, my take on comedy is acquired. Definitely an acquired taste. With how the internet is nowadays, and Twitter's blue checkmark subscriptions, and everything's just getting crazier and crazier and such. I don't know, life hasn't really been stressful for me, which I'm glad. I'm glad I don't deal with stress as much as other people, which I guess is both a good and a bad thing, because stress means there's a lot going on in your life, but it's also a bad thing because, well, you don't want to be stressed all the time. You're going to start growing gray hairs even faster. Maybe that's why, because I have a lot of hair, and I really like my hair, despite the fact I don't do much with it. You know, like, there's so much I could do with my hair, and I don't. But I just don't stress about it. I just don't worry about it. If I worry about it, guess what happens? I get stressed. And you know what happens when you get stressed? You get gray hairs. And that is the one thing I don't want. You ever seen a gray bundle of hair, a gray afro before? No. Not probably, let's be honest. Not in person, probably. Unless your great-great-grandfather, who was the first slave ever to be sent to the Americas or Britain or whatever. Caribbean, Barbados. Yeah, that could happen. Well, actually, no. You don't really see a lot of true Africans. Like, mostly African, not like Afro, not like a mix of African and another race, like African American. You don't see mostly straight Africans with a lot of hair like you'd see an African American with a lot of hair. So, definitely just an African American thing for the most part. I could be wrong about that though, but I don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I'm dark enough, the internet won't hate me. This is why I kind of hate the internet. It's like, if you aren't a white straight male, then you're probably okay. Which doesn't make any sense, because there have been too many times where I'm on a game and there's chat boxes in the games, and they're talking about racism and like, well, I'm not white, so I can't be racist. Like, you're just flat out being racist with that statement alone. Like, you don't have to be white to be racist. Like, picture Asians. Asians are actually incredibly racist. Like, they aren't as publicly racist as other races, but trust me, they are very judgmental. So, yeah. But, you know, that's just how it is. Different people, different societies, different... I mean, to be fair, it all depends on where you were born, raised, and how you grew up in life, so... It could just be that only certain areas, certain parts of Asia, are very much against outsiders. Xenophobic. Yeah, that's the word, xenophobic, I think. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to all that because, to be honest, I don't really care about it. In my personal opinion, there's no reason for it existing. It's just hating on other people for absolutely no reason. For something that's out of their control and that's absolutely stupid. But that's just me though. So, yeah. Am I even recording? Okay, I thought I was just talking on and on for it to be paused. I would have cried. I mean, I wouldn't have, but you know. Is that a fish? That is. And another thing is just that, like, to be honest, life just kind of sucks now, as it is. Like, yeah, sure, we're at, like, a quote-unquote highlight in life, which, yeah, every day forward will eventually lead to something better. But with how it is right now, with what the stigma is in music and such, it's giving a bad example to young minds, such as myself, but I have a pretty strong mind. Not saying I'm smart, just that I have a strong will. So, I mean, I can give you a personal example. Give all you a personal example, whoever watches this or doesn't. But personal example could be peer pressure. It doesn't, like, peer pressure is a pretty powerful thing, to be honest. Like, one form of peer pressure is music, believe it or not. Like, if you go back about 8 years and listen to rap from like 2015, 2016, that era, it does not sound, the lyrics do not sound anywhere near what the lyrics in the last like 4 years of rap music have sounded. It's definitely evolved, to say the least. And to be honest, it's absolutely kind of scary, to be honest, because like most people I meet that are in my age, like between like 12 to like 20, I'd say like 25, 20, I'd say like 12 to 22. So these like this 10-year age range, most of the people I meet are using some form of substance, like nicotine in the form of vapes or such. And it's honestly pretty scary to me as somebody who is heavily against it. Like, my opinion on you won't change if you do that, but trust me, you're just adding on to the influences in my life that keep me from doing it, because again, most of the people I meet who do use these substances, again, you could say marijuana or weed, which a lot of people I know do use it quite a lot, even in like a work environment or school. It's like, it's not uncommon to see people hitting a vape in the middle of work at a McDonald's. Like, can't really do much about it there, but you know, I mean, it's just so common, and it is really, it's kind of scary, because to be honest, I don't like it at all. Like, you could be a great person, have good character, but then you ruin some of those good qualities about yourself with a substance of sorts. Now, if you have like a diagnosed reason for it, then that's completely fine. I have no reason to judge you for that. But if you have no like actual reason, then like it's just completely weird, to be honest. Oh god. And a lot of friends I know do use these things, and I don't particularly like it because I just know that they're slowly dying. And I don't like the fact that I know that they're gonna die probably before I am because of their unhealthier habits. Now, I know I have some not very healthy habits. That's because I just eat a lot. But at least I could always be doing worse. I could always be eating a lot more sweets. Okay, as it currently stands, most of the things I eat tend to be more savory, like meats and noodles and such like that, which isn't necessarily bad. It's bad for how much of it I eat, but it's not nearly as bad as it could be, you know? Because if I were to substitute all the meat I'd like to eat for, like, I don't know, candy, I couldn't, but, like, let's say I did. Man, I need cheap. My life would not be very long at that point. I would be even heavier than I am right now. Currently sitting at 281 pounds for US. I don't know what that is in kilograms. In fact, here, let me check right now. That is 127 or 128 kilograms for all of my non-metric system viewers, if I even have viewers. But that's could be worse. It could always be worse, so I'm glad I'm at a decent standing right now. I am working on myself, slowly yet surely. washing my face more often, brushing hair, just general self-improvement and hygiene. And I've been feeling a little better. And then after I got out of a class that would leave me particularly thirsty, there are vending machines outside of the classroom. I mean, it's not really, you couldn't call it a classroom. You didn't learn anything. It was a lifting class, yeah. Need to adjust myself. But it was a lifting class, and that's what you would do. Every day you would do either stretches or you do 2 laps of cardio. Okay, simple fitness stuff. It helped. It really did help. But then for like 30 or 40 minutes you would just lift. Do your 3 sets of whatever lift and whatever weight you have. And if it was nearing the end of a quarter, you would be doing maxes, seeing how high you could lift, how strong you could be. So, wasn't a bad class whatsoever. It's actually a really good class. But since I just wanted to take it for 1 semester, I only had it for 1 semester, so I will not be taking that class anymore. And while part of me is glad, the other part of me is sad. But I will subject myself to torture throughout the summer by going to a Planet Fitness. Unfortunately. Yeah, but it's not all bad. It's not all horrible. Oh, that's skeleton. But yeah, I could always be eating even worse and worse and worse. So, yeah. But it's just pretty painful because some of them have worse eating habits than I do. And that's what kind of hits me harder, because they're even unhealthier than I am on a base level. And then you add that, it's just not really healthy, to be honest. And with how some people seem to only to be actually genuinely addicted to it and can't seem to function properly without it, it's slowly breaking my heart, But that's just how the world is. Speaking on that class that I used to take, outside the class there were 2 vending machines, and they usually have a varying option between like sports water, sodas, and energy drinks, stuff like that. And the one thing I didn't particularly like towards the end was that they never got filled, and so there was only really sugary, they were quote-unquote 0 sugar, but they tasted the exact same. They tasted sweeter, so they definitely had some hidden sugar in there. They just didn't want to say it. So yeah. But for the last 18 weeks, effectively every day I would get a drink. Almost every day I would get a drink from the vending machines. And apparently, unbeknownst to me, I'd gotten my body addicted to caffeine because of it. And since I obviously don't have access to those vending machines, I can't get a caffeinated drink. I still can, it's just I can't get one as easily now. Which I'm glad, because I don't want any. But I'm going through withdrawals from caffeine. Or at least I think. I might be just straight up sick, but who knows. Stomach's been upset. You get that, I have that feeling of that, you're sick, but you're also not. To be fair, it could just be with it being cold out, so that's also a factor. But right now I'm actually pretty warm. God. Hold on. Alright, so I had to turn on my fan. I completely forgot where I was. But, oh, right. Temperature and such. And feeling sick. But, been having small headaches the entire day for the past few days. So, I definitely know something's going on, but I'm not sure if it's from not having caffeine every day or not having enough. Go away. Please. Yeah, burn. Please. Please stay away. Could just be straight up stress from having too much time on my hands, which is absolutely stupid. But it's a possibility. I don't know how, but it is. Not having something to do genuinely gets on my nerves, so that could just be it. Nothing to do. But, you know, still, it's really sad to even think about it, which is why I don't want to think about it. But if I don't think about it, then I won't ever talk about it and get that out. And I might as well talk about it on the next video I'm making, which is this one, where I'm just playing survival while talking. It's my own form of background gameplay, except I haven't pre-recorded it and have it muted and just talking. So, you know, I guess it's more authentic that way, but it isn't really background gameplay. But hey, I'm still talking, so yeah. But these videos are like 20-ish minutes. Yeah, might as well head out now. So if anybody watches this, which I hope they do, they'll probably never get to the end, but if they do, I just really want to thank you for actually sticking to the end. I am actually really appreciative of that. So, if you're hearing this, please, have a nice day, have a nice night, whatever time it is for you. If you're feeling a little thirsty or hungry, go have a small snack, drink a glass of water. Just have a good time, you know? Take care of yourself. That's all you need to do. Eventually, take care of yourself, give yourself confidence, prove your own abilities. You'll end up making yourself successful in life. So yeah. See ya.